Here we go.
Here we go, Demon Island, and now Mounir with the first weapon pickup, already near into recovery, probably wanting to end that stock so fast. They're like, what, 5-second stock? Come on, Mounir. Come on. You knew Delta is better than this. So yeah, absolute speed run, any percent here on the damage, but it seems like Delta definitely has the damage lead. 128 damage down here coming out, and the down like ground pound, absolutely perfect Brawlhalla coming out from Delta's Teros so far. Wow, that was so good.
Yeah, you know, that just once again shows why Teros is picked as often as he is. It only takes like, what was that, 8 connections to really take that stock there. So you've really got to be careful, and Mounir, he knows that all too well. Nice insync pickup. He knew he was going to go above and was able to pick it up, and that's basically a clean stock for him. It's only going to take 1 or 2 hits to even that back up. Nice pickup with the D-Light, starving the weapon. That is definitely the best plan against this Teros. You do not want him to pick up that hammer, but he does. Nice D-Light pick up. The Cider as well, builds up more damage. He gets this as well. Delta is keeping himself too much in the air against the spear. You cannot do that. Nice Cider, and that just takes the stock.
Look at him moonwalking with those side 6s as well, and now swapping back on the spear. You cheeky person,
no, not
Mounir.
again.
I
Delta.
really thought he's on both. Yeah, nah, I think Delta is already tilted because of that end sig, and I don't blame him. That neutral sig is so ridiculous, Rip. You probably fought against it as well in ranked. It's so good. It's absolutely ridiculous, and now Delta definitely needs some sort of damage powering up here, but man, Mounir's just so slick with it. You know, like you saw that spear gameplay, that was so good, but down like Grandpa once again shutting down Mounir's second stock. Delta on 120 damage though, so maybe a sighting into N6, that's probably all he needs.
This could be a 2-minute game.
Nice
If this ends in the next 10 seconds, it'll be a 2-minute game. That is insane.
We'll see.
Mounir looking for it. Oh,
sig.
so the D-Stick. We haven't seen that yet from Mounir.
I think I've seen it like once or twice.
In this set, I'm not sure, but sorry, in this tournament. But either way, okay, nice side air, pushing out towards the edge. Delta won't get hit by the weapon throw, but he's being pressured. Mounir over onto the spear, throws out a side sig, but a little too hasty. Delta gets himself a punish. Let's see, gets the nice recovery. That's gonna be a very quick game for Mounir, going up 1-0.
Man, that was, as you said, an absolute speed run of a match here. Mounir, what are you, man? Oh, you're an alien. You must be an alien. Also, shoutouts to the Acno highlights going on right here. With
Acno
the down
highlights.
Signal. Yeah.
Nice. Yeah, we
highlights.
get ourselves a little taste of the past, right? Blast from the past over here.
Yeah,
but it's
Lil doesn't want it though.
No. I mean, to be fair, there was not much to
downsig.
show from that game. I mean, it was just over before it even began, it feels like.
Yeah.
But still.
Same
yeah,
with
we're
this
getting,
one.
Yeah, we're getting right back into things. Mounir locking in, of course, the Dusk. Don't fix it if it ain't broke. And Delta will be sticking over to the Teros. I don't imagine I'll see a swap from Delta. Because like I said, I've seen him on the Teros for so many years. And with Teros being as good as he is, why swap now?
Yeah, I mean, definitely not a swap. It seems like Mounir is definitely has this comfort pick of Dusk. And I mean, you saw his orb, you saw his spear, especially in the first match. So good against Delta, because Delta seems too jumpy for a Teros player, if I'm being honest, Trip. Like you saw, and you're a hammer player yourself. He's not really that grounded against Mounir. Maybe because he can't. Maybe he simply can't.
I'm not sure, but yeah, against the spear especially, you just cannot be in the air that often because a D-Light will pick up like 1 pixel off the ground, so you really got to be careful. Delta.
Whoa!
No way, the reversal. Oh my goodness, Delta, that is what you get for going for such a cheeky option. Gets completely cheesed by a ground pound, and Mounir will take that stock so very quickly. He's got to be tilted after that one. Delta, I can imagine he is... yeah. Nah,
Trip. That was the most disrespectful ground pound on orb I've ever seen in my life, and I'm not joking. And now, just piling more damage on Delta's poor mental here. It's 141 damage on 2 stocks. Okay, getting that weapon throw, he still has that dodge. Mounir comes back with no problem because Delta was probably too afraid to go on the edge guard. Gets that GC downstick though, equalizing stocks, even though Delta is definitely in a very big deficit here. And now Mounir just charging the side sig. Are you serious?
He's got to be careful though. I mean, look at that unarmed, and then see just a quick bread and butter sideline into Nair. Builds him into close to the KO percentage. Okay, Mounir's looking for it. Almost gets a side stick, but gets nailed by a side air. Okay, Game intensity off stage. A ground pound's gonna get interrupted by recovery. Tried to go for a stomp there with the GCD light, but okay, there it is. Delta now taking himself the lead. And let's see what he's going to go for. Might be the hammer. Okay, he's got to keep himself more grounded, though. That's got to be what it is. Unless he can just get a bunch of nairs. Look at that, building up some huge damage. Mounir finally grabbed himself a weapon, but maybe too little too late with already 90 or so damage built up onto him. It's going to be very, very quick. There it is. Stomp. Sayer throws the weapon away. Gets himself a GCD lighter recovery into the kill percentage. A Cider as well. This is like almost a perfect stock coming out from Delta right now. Gets off stage, and that's going to miss. But Mounir, yeah, is looking like he's about to fall in this game.
Wow. Absolutely insane from Delta. I gotta say props and respect to the mental reset. How do you mentally reset so fast after that one trip? I don't get it, man. That you gotta have mental of absolute steel, man. Wow. And bringing it all the way back to 2 stock. That's ridiculous. And I mean, that's what you can do with a Taros. 100%.
Oh yeah. No, I mean you could do it. You could do it with any character. It's just Taros makes it 100 times easier. But still, no, that is no easy feat against a player like Mounir, for sure. So, Delta, very good job there. But now it's 1-1, and we got to see what Mounir is going to do in retaliation, because if Delta picks up momentum, it is not going to be good for him. Right now, picking up the axe, gets himself some good damage. There's an inlight as well. Side Sig, just pushing him out towards the KO zone. But good pickup right there. Mounir sniping him in the air. Goes for a GC side light, but that was a little too hasty. Now picked up by a quick side light into the side air. And things are still relatively even, but I feel like Delta has the most of the momentum behind him. Looking for a stomp Sayer. There comes a side light Cider coming out from Mounir. And he's zipping off stage.
Interesting nair. Yeah, interesting nair coming out from Mounir as well. He wasn't even close. Felt like a wrong crasher type of nair. Silent Sayer, no doubt, coming out on the orb. That was so scary from Delta, but no. Okay, now he's definitely respecting Mounir a lot more. Stomp Sayer coming out into the weapon throw, the double weapon throw, and that's it. No more options left. Delta getting the stock lead somehow. Even though I really thought Mounir would get it. Down heavy coming out and equalizing stocks on 1 damage deficit.
Yeah, the weapon throw like interrupted for a second. I was like, did that save him? But no, just for a moment. Just for a mere moment. But now Mounir is over onto this spear, and unfortunately he's kind of getting dismantled. But going deep on stage. Mounir waiting to get himself a pogo. That was a big pogo right there. Another one as well. Poke him down. But okay, he went a little bit too early on that option, and now gets sniped. Oh no. That is a very quick stock coming out from Delta, and he's got himself a good lead and sticking to the hammer as well. I gotta say, what he's done a very good job of is not getting caught by these D-lights. That was absolutely his dismantling in that first game, and now I don't think he's been caught by a single one thus far in this 3rd game. So Mounir, he's got to figure out a different type of game plan, because otherwise Delta might just sweep this one away. Okay, there we go. Picks one up finally, but doesn't get the recovery afterwards. That's not good. That's absolutely what he needed.
Oh no! The down heavy gravity cancel. Who does that in this sort of situation? Mounir, you're absolutely insane, and that's why I love your gameplay so much. Now trying to drift away with the recovery, trying to get the jump there, but Delta doesn't jump. He stays a bit more grounded. It feels like he understood the criticism we had about him, right, Trip? Because now he's staying so much more grounded with the Stomp Series especially, and now equalizing stocks. Mounir trying to get some more damage on the spear that does not manage to. Finally gets an Enlight into Nair. Delta's getting jumpy again, but no. Finally stays some grounded. On the axe, trying to get the Sidelight, gets instantly punished by the Enlight. Jeez.
That'd be hard. Okay, yeah, there we go. It's this weapon throw, rips a D-Sig, but it's not going to connect. Mounir's going to fight his way back on stage. Goes for a double down air. The second one not connecting. Things are relatively even as far as damage goes, but nice pickup from Mounir. Goes for the recovery, but it's not going to KO just yet. Okay, rips a side sig. Oh, that's huge for a miss right there. Picks up the hammer. Raw Cider is not going to hit. Hits on the stage. Mounir canceling out the momentum. Is not going to get KO just yet. Now he's on the axe. A little bit harder to KO. Oh, that D-Sig barely did not connect. That is huge. Okay, bouncing around. Mounir is disarmed. That's big. Weapon throw.
Wait! No way!
Oh my
no way you do that! The downlight into the gravity cancel neutral heavy unarmed. Knew it was enough damage to get that last KO. Oh my god. What is this set for?
I don't know. I'm surprised that KO'd right there, because I thought it would be, you know, if it was Taros doing that, I would imagine KO. But against the, or with the Nimue, I don't know. That's pretty insane. What's also insane is the fact that we are finally getting ourselves some platforms in this matchup here. We have
Yes.
a Miami Dome pick. We have not seen
And
that thus
honestly-
far, so I'm excited to see it.
Yeah, and honestly, Trip, we haven't seen like platforms, if I'm not mistaken, at all besides Small Fortress of Lions. Like, finally, we're seeing some double platforms action, and so late into the set, right? Like,
Right.
we're 2-1.
Oh, okay. Delta really going in early there. He wanted to get himself a 10-second stock with that ground pound, but yeah, Mounir was ready for it, but what he was not ready for was this hammer action, getting himself multiple hits. Delta fishing off stage, recovery, nice. Weapon throw down, that should be a stock. It is. Mounir will fall very, very early, only 25 seconds in.
That was such a good stock from Delta. He just knows how aggressive Mounir can get off stage, and it seems like Delta can definitely just copy jutsu him and just go crazy off stage as well, especially on Terrells, which is honestly undeniable. Like, look at this hammer gameplay. I mean, excuse me, axe gameplay as well. I'm getting so hyped that I'm mistaking weapons now. It's crazy. This set is absolutely crazy. And right now, Delta trying to get some more damage on this third stock. But now Mounir also trying to fish maybe some sidelight stairs, and he does get the first connection now. Delta trying to get back on the stage, but nice, pristine choice there with the sidelight stair on the jump read from Mounir. And now equalizing stocks, 114 damage now on Mounir though.
Okay, Mounir building himself up some more
Oh,
damage.
wow.
Nice with the read as well. Keeping him off the weapon. Like I said, that is absolutely what he wants. He does not want Delta to pick up a weapon at all. Doesn't matter if it's axe, doesn't matter if it's hammer. It's going to be detrimental to him either way. So as long as he can keep him off of it, it should be good. Nice down air, D-light as well. Nair, another Nair, recovery. Oh, he went super, super high with that one. Just barely not connecting. An Insig as well. And now things are very, very even between the two. Going off stage with the scoop that is going to take the stock. Finally, Delta making a statement. But still, look at all the damage he incurred from that statement right there. And yeah, I mean, honestly, Mounir is going to be hunting off stage to try and get himself a ground pound, but might be the recipient of one himself. Okay, there we go. Mounir picks up a quick one.
Yeah, there comes the ground pound now, spamming some N6 probably for some sort of mental reset now in this final stock here. Probably gonna try to get this 3-1 situation going. Sider coming out, down air. I've seen this sort of aggression coming out from Mounir before, but it seems like Delta can definitely retaliate. GC downlight into ground pound, getting some more damage now. 109 to 169 damage on Delta. Okay, double downlight Sayer. Good, very good pickup. Tries to go for the recovery all the way up, but Delta ducks down. Now back on the axe.
That's very good on Delta to not go high. He's been going high so many times.
So
but that time he gets picked up. Mounir, he snipes him. He gets it. 3-1